And we are live, yes, rolling on podcast. Hopefully everything stays together as far as Facebook Live. I think we look good. I think everything's fine. Yes, Adrian. I set Adrian up for that one.
You're damn right. Sexy. You're damn right we're sexy.
I didn't say sexy.
You're damn right we're sexy.
I love it. I love the
We're
confidence.
not saying sexy on the show, are we?
That's Adrian's word.
Okay.
Everything's sexy to Adrian.
I only say my voice is sexy.
What?
Especially when I go get it deep like that.
We got a lot to get into, boys. It's been a little while since we've all been together. Adrian, I know you. I'm happy. You were going through some stuff, man, and I'm so thrilled that you texted me the other day and said, "Yo, we're Money in the Bank." So,
well, hopefully, but it sounds like it's going to be good. So if you guys don't know, I once had cancer here in my left eyelid. There was a little bit of a scare that it may have come back. I had a biopsy done, so it looks like we might be okay. So we're good.
So you've gotten, I didn't even, whatever, but you've gotten the doctor approach you before, and he says you have cancer. That was said to you before.
That was said to me before, and I didn't realize it was just only like skin cancer.
Only
skin cancer.
Only.
Right? But
I'm only driving 2015.
When I heard that for the first time, oh my god, dude, you freak the hell out.
How old were you?
This was 5 years ago, so like 24.
Jeez, man. Graduated Temple at that time, and just or maybe a year
maybe
before.
like a year or two out of Temple.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, dude, you know damn well your family here, so obviously I was thrilled to death when you said that.
Family,
yeah. So and he was that's why Adrian was not here. Tone, I don't even know if you knew that.
No.
Yeah, I didn't tell him.
That was a bombshell.
I just told the frickin' world.
Yeah, everyone knows now. Hey, it's by the way not just cancer. I've been through it all, man. Kidney transplant, scoliosis. I'm a trooper.
Jeez, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
The hell?
You trying to get ratings?
Hell yeah, I'm trying to get ratings.
Well, I thought he was trying to be RoboCop. I mean, you got everything's steel inside him right now.
I am the epitome of what Philadelphia is all about.
Damn right.
Wow. You knock me down, I get back up.
Be bold, FedQ.
There you go.
Be bold. And shout out to Adrian. He's doing a show on Friday on Fox 920. Is that what it is?
Fox Sports Radio 920, the Jersey. So tune in the dial when you get off from work. Check me out, 4 to 6 p.m., 9:20 a.m.
Zach Gelb.
Yeah, filling in for the Zach Gelb show. Going to be co-hosting with a guy named Rick. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Rick!
Can't wait!
Rick,
sorry, I forgot
Rick
his last
Springfield?
name. Not Rick Springfield.
Rick Fox.
I wish it was Rick
Give
Fox.
me some other Ricks. Come on. Rick Mahorn.
Ricky Steamboat.
Ricky Henderson.
There you go. I got nothing.
What other Ricks we got?
Rick Vaughn.
Rick Vaughn.
Yeah, Rick Vaughn.
Sutcliffe.
Yeah.
Rick
you guys are good. I got nothing. See? I got nothing.
Dude, Rick's, that's a good name.
Wow.
Rick's like a good man's name.
Yeah. Ricky Schroeder.
Well,
Silver Spoon.
Yeah, I don't know. You can't say that's a man's name. So we got a lot of comments coming in. Tony's got he brought his laptop with him today, so he will be able to go ahead and respond to all things that you guys want to talk about. We got a number of things we're going to get into. I joked in the preview about saying we are not talking about Nick Foles. We are not talking about trading Nick Foles. You want to relive the Super Bowl?
Thank God. I'm sick of talking about it.
And look, as a sports talk host that did it for 4 years with Miss and Ellie, and then 2 with John and myself on top of everything else, it's a grind. And I realize that you're going to hit stretches that you feel like you do talk about the same topic. Yeah. But I got in my car today, and all it was LeBron James and Nick Foles. And I'm saying to myself, dude, this is going to be months of this conversation.
Months.
LeBron James just took the season hostage.
Yeah.
Took the season hostage. And obviously, it's not anything LeBron did. It's more about these billboards that I'm showing right here from Power Home and Remodeling.
And we're going to be in Cleveland on Thursday night.
It's going to be
Sixers
interesting.
and Cavaliers.
Yeah. So I'm going to play the sound from LeBron now. Let's just go ahead and get that out of the way. Look, I said we were talking about LeBron. I did not mean we weren't going to talk about it. I get it. I understand what sports talk hosts they go through. I get it. But damn, man, did I just get in my car and hear that? And I'm just like, are you kidding me, man?
Yeah, I get it too. That's what people want to hear about.
Like this, yeah, you got to play the hits. You got to play the hits.
Got to cater to the people.
And that's why you got to have good hosts that can wheel and deal and move you in throughout some other dumb stuff like top 5 Ricks of all time.
Yeah.
Top 5 Ricks.
Ricky Sanchez.
I like that.
Rick Steiner.
Rick Williams.
Rick Steiner.
Yeah, Rick Steiner.
Rick
There you go.
Steiner.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got some
That's
racks
impressive.
I got some.
Yo, Nick will be happy about that
The
one.
Steiner brothers were my jam, bro.
Ah,
they were it, man.
Big Papa Pump.
They were it.
Yeah.
Well, before he was Big Papa Pump.
But no, yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Before
When he was doing
the
Frankensteiners.
NWO,
When he was only doing half the roids.
the WCW. Wait, I don't know if he was ever NWO, but like the early WCW, Four Horsemen, all that. That was it, man. Give me Arn Anderson. Give me Ricky. Let's go.
Let's do a wrestling show.
I love it. Yeah.
It was Rick Roll.
WrestleMania preview.
That'll be here before you know it.
And then how dare we not say Ric Flair? But anyways.
Oh, how did we not say Ric Flair?
We said Rick Steiner, and we didn't say
I
Ric
didn't drop
Flair.
Ric Flair.
I said Ricky Schroeder. I didn't say Rick
We
Flair.
had a Ricky Steamboat, too.
All right, so what I'm going to do now here is we're going to open up with the conversation. We're going to talk a little Eagles. We're going to talk NFL. The rule change just happened. I also have some other things that I'm getting old about, so I want to bitch and complain about that. One rule change in all of sports or life that we would like to see change. We're going to get into that, but let's start off with this LeBron James. And dude, look, the billboards happen, and that's one thing. You know, the billboards are like anybody could do that. Good, it's funny, great publicity by the guy, whatever. But when LeBron James steps up to the microphone today and says this, bro, he's flirting. He's flirting with us. And you know what? I'm interested. I'm swiping left, LeBron. I'm swiping left. Let's hear what he had to say.
I have not, but I know all about it. I know all about it. There's a lot of potholes on 480. You got to be careful with the cars. Got to be very careful. That's why I don't do much driving. I sit in the back seat.
There's the bad beer.
You're talking about the billboard stuff.
Is there any sort of feeling to know that is it flattery or is it?
It is.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, you could say it's it's a distraction.
Drop Adrian.
Not a distraction. It's actually very
Love you,
flattering.
Brace. Drop Adrian. He's
at 33
goofy.
in my 15th year, in teams.
Who said that?
Or guys.
John.
I'm gonna say teams.
John F. and
that becomes tampering.
No idea.
No?
But people in their respective
No,
city
I
want
thought
me
it was
to play
fun.
for them.
All right, and there you go. Potholes, folks. There's potholes. You got to watch out for the potholes in Cleveland at this time. And I thought that was pretty damn
Have
funny.
to watch out for the potholes here, too.
Dude, potholes are the worst, especially
Right?
this time of year. You know that.
Absolutely.
But here we are, man, and he's flirting back, and he knows it, and it's crazy. It's a reality. We're not going to talk about is it possible or anything like that, dude. Yes, it's possible. Like there's no one you can't say no to this anymore. This is possible, and this is what it's all about. It was all about getting some picks up top, you know, shucking and jiving, getting yourself a guy like Dario, getting yourself a guy like Robert Covington, getting yourself a guy like TJ McConnell. Not everybody is going to be a lottery pick on your team.
True.
Okay? And the Philadelphia Eagles just showed us you don't need MVPs at every damn position. People are talking about Ndamukong Suh. I'm like, did you just not win a Super Bowl not having guys like that? Yeah. You know what I mean? There's something to be said about the culture. Basketball, totally different story. You're not going to have 12 lottery picks. So the Sixers have a good team. Here it is. They've hit on a couple guys. Joel Embiid is a top 10 player right now. Next year will be a top 5 player. Ben Simmons is only going to get better. Markelle Fultz, we have video of that. He's going to be fine. He's going to be fine.
Oh,
He
here
can
we
go
go.
out
He's
there.
going to be fine.
And Ben Simmons was fine too. I'm sure you were saying Ben Simmons was going to be a bust.
Yeah, I didn't say Ben Simmons was going to be a bust.
I'm sure somebody was.
Okay.
Markelle Fultz is going to be fine.
Okay.
What would hold you back on Markelle Fultz?
The mental aspect.
Okay, that's fair.
That's the only thing that bothers me.
That's fair. That's fair.
I mean, it's
Nelson
scary
Aguilar.
because sometimes I don't think you can ever come back from that. I mean, listen, I hope he can come back from that. Mm-hmm. But when you're talking about a mental aspect that you never, I mean, nobody knows what's going on in this kid's head. And to go from being the man and to being a pure range jump shooter to having zero shot at all, that scares me. It really does.
Agreed. No, and like I said, you know, I'm not going to argue that. I won't argue that because the mental side of things. But I think he's going to be fine. We'll see. We'll find that out next year, right?
Yeah.
But here it is. I mean, the process was all about freeing up cap space and going to get yourself a big fish. Now, somebody said elephant hunting, which I love. I thought that was great. I'm not a big hunter. Don't hunt at all. Matter of fact, I'm not a hunter at all. But the big game hunting and then going to get yourself LeBron James, who was just the All-Star MVP. When all those guys were out there busting their ass, he was definitely the best player on that floor, him and Joel Embiid. And here we are. And it's just crazy. I mean, my man comes out there and doesn't have to say anything. And next thing you know, he's flirting with us. The next thing you know, he's like, "Yeah, I saw the billboards. Yeah, I'm flattered."
But how do you not want? How would you not want LeBron?
Because people are they're crazy.
They're nuts.
Yeah.
Are we all? I think we can agree on that, right?
There's a lot of people who hate LeBron. There's a bias, but when you look at what the process was all about, the epitome of the process is to acquire stars.
Yep.
And LeBron James is the star of stars. It's not just tanking and acquiring draft picks and acquiring stars that route. It's about clearing up cap space, having enough of it so you can go out and sign a LeBron James or a Paul George or a Kawhi Leonard.
Exactly.
They tried to acquire a star via trade one time. It didn't work out for us. Andrew Bynum, we remember that one.
Yep.
But it's a lot more than just tanking, and they are in a position. They're in one to potentially land the biggest fish that you can get.
Yes. And, I think we got to give Andrew Bynum some love because he ultimately started this process.
He did.
Yes.
Thanks, Andrew.
Did he really?
Yeah, I mean, if that worked out
From
with
the bowling alley?
If Andrew Bynum worked out at all, they don't,
That is true.
Doug's still the coach, right? I hope I'm getting that right. I think, Doug is still the coach.
Doug Collins.
And Hanky came in. Hanky's first draft was with Nerlens Noel and Michael Carter-Williams. He came in with a couple months to go in that season.
So we got nothing for?
Yeah. No, we got the Lakers pick. Lakers pick ended up, I don't even know. There's so many damn picks. I want to say.
The only thing I remember is Do we still get the Sacramento pick?
No,
2019.
Well, it's
is that the only one I remember? Because
you
been
get
so
it.
many.
You get it if Boston
Yes.
gets the Lakers pick.
Yeah, and then it's all protected and
So many protections.
So all right, I got a question. Well, we're on Sixers because I didn't realize this until a couple weeks ago. So, and Sean knows I keep talking about I wanted Jason Tatum. I know it's an old thing. I get it. But remember when we made that deal, right? We moved up and everybody was like, "Oh, great job. And then you look at what Danny Ainge has done, right? And I'm a firm believer that basketball guys know what they're doing. The basketball guys, ex-players in this league, they know what to do. Danny Ainge is the basketball guy. And you had to know he made that deal. He had to know something, right? Not saying he knew anything about Foles, but he knew he was going to get his guy at, without being that number one. My whole thing is if you look at the package, so we essentially traded they got the same package for Kyrie Irving. So if you think about it, we could have stayed where we were at and traded and had Kyrie Irving.
Sure.
Right? So it just made me, I know it's hindsight, but you start to think about it like, wow, this move, because this has to be the final piece, right? This is the move that could kill all the momentum.
Yeah,
it really could.
was supposed to be Kyrie Irving.
That's what I'm
and
saying.
5 years younger.
that outside shooting. Yeah,
exactly.
And that's what it came down to. And they said, let's go ahead and do it. And
Yep.
that's
what scares me.
I think a lot of fans were screaming, too, at that point in time. And I think the front office heard.
You're right about that.
They heard those whistles and they said, you know what, let's go ahead and do it because, look, I'm not giving up on Markelle Fultz. I'm pissed that he's not playing this year. It's ridiculous. But you know what? Nothing shocks me anymore. And just the same stuff I was saying about Ben Simmons, I'm going to bite and I'm going to say the same stuff about him, Markelle Fultz, too, this year. He's going to be fine. I'm with you. The mental block, it's a whole different ball game. It's not an ankle injury. We're talking about something completely different. Chuck Knobloch, Mackie Sasser. We can go down the list of
Mackie Sasser.
Mackie Sasser couldn't throw the ball back to the pitcher.
Wow.
He kept on doing this.
Mackie Sasser.
He kept on doing this. And it was just like, dude, what is going on? You made it to the majors. Next thing you know, Ron Darling's throwing to you, and you can't. Oh, motherfucker, that hurt.
Dude,
Ow.
you had to write that down. You pulled that out of your ass?
Mackie Sasser? Oh,
wow.
Yeah. Dude, well, I mean, you got
That's impressive.
Well, what other athletes got the yips?
I'm trying to
I
think.
hit my wedding ring. That's a good wedding ring.
There's a lot of golfers
my
who got the
wedding
yips
ring,
from 2 feet in.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's
true.
That's more of a pressure putt. Yips are you're the number one overall pick, and next thing you know, you're shooting a free throw with a hitch at the top.
I don't know if I'm going to think of anybody, but I'm sure there's got to be somebody out there. with the yips.
Yeah, the
that I can
yips.
think of.
I don't know, Dennis. I'm with you. I hope he's okay. He thinks he's okay, but
Yeah.
I hope he's okay, Dennis. I really do.
Agreed. Talking about the 76ers and where they're at right now as I'm pulling up the standings. And obviously they're playing the Heat. Here we are at the 32-26, which is just incredible to say that they have 32 wins. I said they were going to finish with 39-40. They're going to blow right past that. Tonight's game is difficult. They need to get that one. They got Cleveland coming up. Tough little stretch coming up. But playoff teams find a way to win those games, and I think that's the 76ers case at this point in time. Do we disagree?
No.
What's the number that we're talking about here?
I'm going 5.
45?
I'm going 5th seed.
You're going 5th seed?
I say we finish 5th seed. That's where I'm going.
Yeah, 5th seed sounds about right. I don't think we'll catch the Wizards.
No.
They could.
They could. I don't think they will.
Okay. They could, though.
Definitely could. Yeah, absolutely.
Look at the Raptors up the top.
Oh, the Raptors are balling right
Cavs
now.
right there. It's just crazy. So
They're balling.
You know, it's great to see, and this is what we signed up for this year. This is what we exactly
Finally.
wanted. Yeah, finally.
Finally.
Exactly. So
Finally, like the Rock said.
hopefully they can keep on going.
Man.
Let's see here. So I had LeBron. We talked about the Markel Fultz. Again, the good video, I'm going to pull it up now for the people. This is from Keith Pompey
Rick
today.
and Keel. That's
And
another good one.
this is Markel Fultz.
I'm not watching this.
Looks pure. Looks
I'm
great.
gonna watch it.
Yeah, he looks great.
Yeah,
Looks great.
Wonderful.
Looks great. Turn that back. You know, and I know it doesn't work in podcast.
Yeah, right next to the cheerleaders.
Yeah, that's a good spot for him, too.
Great job, Markel.
What are you going to do? He's a 19-year-old pup. You know?
Everybody makes excuses.
He's a 19-year-old pup. No, it's just a fact of life.
It's amazing.
It's a fact of life, Tone.
I don't know.
We're not all robots.
It doesn't have to be a robot.
Well, I mean, he's got some baggage right now. He's got some baggage.
That all of a sudden happened to be
well,
the baggage after the draft.
Hold up.
What's up?
You know damn well this is the Sixers.
You think it's all Sixers?
Because he could be playing. He could be definitely playing. But then they got Gallinelli and hopefully
Bellinelli.
Or Bellinelli.
Does he look like he cares?
Ersan's possibly coming over. So
Yeah.
now you don't have to force Markel Fultz out there.
Sean, you're going to get mad at this, but does he look like he cares?
Who, Markel?
Yeah. Look like he
Fuck
cares?
yeah, he cares.
No, he doesn't.
What do you mean he
I
doesn't
don't think
care?
he does.
What do you mean to tell me the number
Here we
one
go.
overall pick doesn't want to play?
You got him, Merc.
The number one pick in the draft doesn't want to play.
I'm going to go body language here again. Look, see, he kills him every time. Look,
You said this about Jay
every
Ajayi,
time.
too.
I did say about Jay.
Jay Ajayi was fine.
He's done. Yo, I'm just saying. When I look at the guy, listen, he doesn't look enthused into the game. Doesn't look anything.
He's pissed.
I don't think he's pissed.
Well, I think that he's got Ben in his ear telling him how it's going to be.
I don't know,
You're not
man.
playing this year, son. You know, and that sucks because he's got to hear from people like you going, Jason Tatum. He's got to hear from people that are worse than you saying bust.
See how we have reactions? Look. This is Mark Helm's side.
Oh, stop it! That's BS. He was. When they won the other day in Chicago. When they won the other day in Chicago, he was on the floor.
Was he jumping up and down?
Yes.
You sure about that?
Yes.
You know, Ben Simmons is like cool and laid back too, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's true. These dudes are cool.
I want to see more emotion, man. I do. I'm sorry. I want to see more emotion.
That's Philadelphia.
That's
right
Philly
there.
in me, man.
That's
I want to see
Philly.
more emotion.
All right.
You know what I mean?
I do think it's the Sixers' call, just
Yes.
from past experiences of what they did.
Oh,
with
look,
Embiid
listen,
and
I do not listen. I do
He
not
knows
discount that whatsoever.
Yeah, he knows that.
I'm just saying that it just has it ever come out what happened? I mean, honestly,
The shoulder issue. That's what they
from
claim.
what? Does anybody ever find out what? I keep hearing rumors
the
of
change of the shot, and then
something-
that screwed it up.
driving a quad somewhere and having an accident. I'm just saying, there's so much stuff out there, man. Nobody. This is the most fascinating story that you've ever seen. This guy falls off the face of the earth.
It's not fascinating at all because it's the number one overall pick, and he should be out there. Even if he doesn't have a jump shot, he could still get you 10 a game because he can get to the rack.
And they could use that bench production because they're 25th in the league. That's part of the reason.
That's
why
because they have bench
brought in-
players that are playing that are starting. That's the problem.
Yeah, that's true. And
Riddick should be on the bench. Coven should be on
Oh
the
my
bench.
goodness, Bellinelli, what was that?
That's called, I'm just throwing it up there, man.
he could shoot. I like him. I
Yeah.
do like him, and I think it's a good addition. And
Look at that.
Like,
And look,
a terrible foul.
Then he comes down with a terrible foul. Yeah, he knows
just so
it.
you know, you guys talking about the TV doesn't work on podcasts.
Yeah, sorry,
all right?
fellas.
Yeah, that doesn't help.
We're
out.
going to do a little play-by-play here.
Yeah. Keep it focused.
No, I like the addition of Bellinelli and potentially Ilyasova. You could use the shooters to surround Ben Simmons with that drive and kick ability. So get the 3-point shooting up.
Drive and kick. I like it.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
drive and kick action.
Little drive and kick.
Drive and kick action.
Got to have shooters to drive and kick too,
That's
right?
why they
That's
signed
why
them.
I like it.
All right, so that's the Sixers portion. Anybody got any good questions, comments, concerns, anything?
Nah, I
going
did
on?
my job. I got you all irked. I'm
Yeah.
good.
Oh, he doesn't care.
Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
I'm just telling you. I don't think it. I don't say it, man. I don't say it. I don't
You just
say
had
it.
too much Chick-fil-A.
No,
Man, I don't know. I think he
Little
had a
laid back?
little much of something.
no, he's fine.
I think he's fine.
Yeah, he's
That's his
obviously pissed
personality.
off.
Some
Yep.
guys are like that.
All right, let's move on. Let's talk a little bit about.
I hope so.
Let's move over to the NFL and catch up on all things Eagles, as the combine is this weekend, which is just crazy to me.
Doggy P.
Yeah, I mean, it's just on to the next one. Here we
It's so
go.
quick because they quick bounce back after a Super Bowl.
And it's crazy because now, like, we're talking about guys that we hopefully don't lose, like Trey Burton, but you realize that these guys earned it. Like, this is what it's all about. You get to that spot, shine on a national stage, and go get paid because Zach Ertz is already the starting tight end. I would love to see Trey Burton stick around. I think the Eagles would love to keep him, but something tells me he's going to be overpaid.
He's going somewhere.
Yeah, somebody's going to get him.
Not only overpaid, but he wants to go start somewhere.
Yeah.
He wants to start his
Well-
own legacy, I think.
But here's the deal. The Patriots. The reason why the Patriots are able to do it year after year after year is because some of those players take less money. The Amendolas, the Welkers, the
I don't think that's so.
That's
I
true.
disagree.
Absolutely it is. Amendola was talking about it. Tom Brady restructured. Now, was it a ton of money?
True.
No, but he restructured. A lot of those players take less money to
And
stay together.
and they bring young guys in at a cheap price on rookie deals, draft picks that play a vital role. That's one of, I think, the main reasons why.
Well,
and
there's 100% truth to
You
the
know what I
fact that
mean?
these guys
But
take
I-
less money. Like Amendola was said.
Oh yeah, Brady's only getting $15 million. He's like the 15th quarterback in the league. I
As
agree.
we're about to talk about
Right?
Kirk Cousins,
I was- right.
break $60 million a year, which just makes no freaking sense to me.
Well, it's 60 guaranteed.
Yeah. Okay.
So it's $30 million a year, but they're saying he's going to start $60 million guaranteed in the first year,
And they're gonna
so
pay
they're
his
giving him the
guaranteed
first 2
money his
years
first
right
year.
there. Boom, $60 million.
For Kirk Cousins.
Wow.
For Kirk freaking Cousins. Again, let's have a look at his numbers, please, real quick, if we could.
He's like fringe top 10, even if that.
I mean, I'm like, yo,
I'd
really?
say he's like 10 to 15.
And his numbers are all right. Don't get me wrong, but geez, man.
He's just soft, too soft for me.
There's a lot of empty numbers to those
Yes, there's a
statistics.
ton of empty numbers when you look at Kirk right there, and 64, 67%, 69%, 61%. His rookie year is 68%, so we don't really count that. He only threw for 400 yards, so that was probably 1 game, 2 games tops. But last year, 64%, over 4,000 yards, 27 touchdowns, 13 picks. I mean, that's a great season, but we know what Kirk Cousins is. He's not a great quarterback. And, I mean, like a guy like Jimmy Garoppolo, I could roll the dice and say, we got ourselves a damn good stud. Kirk Cousins, Minnesota wants to bring him in. He is not the answer. Not the answer.
He's an unclutched Joe Flacco.
Yeah, I can see that.
Wow.
He's got a decent arm, but damn, man. He is not worth all that damn money.
Nah, he's not. But he's in a quarterback-starved league. You know what I mean? I mean, look at. I think we all agree that we respect Tom Coughlin, and you could tell. The guy's a veteran; he's been around the league for a long time. And that's why they signed Bortles, because they looked at a guy like Cousins and said, "Wait a minute, I'm going to get. There's no way I'm giving Cousins $30 million a year. I'd rather just sign Bortles for 18.
Yeah,
and I think that's why the deal happened. He knows. Mm-hmm. So it's just the money getting thrown around is amazing.
I can see Jacksonville going around. They signed Bortles, but I think they could also draft somebody in the first round. So you have an insurance policy,
I agree.
so to speak.
I agree.
If Blake Bortles falters, and since you sign Bortles, you get the other quarterback on his rookie deal.
So You know, you're a stat guy, and I'm not trying to put you on the spot, but I was talking about Foles earlier, and I was looking at him. I was doing some research, and that 2015 year where he just excelled, he threw for like 4,500 yards, 35 touchdowns or something. Yeah. And it looked like he was going to click. Mm-hmm. I still think that's possible. I don't know. I seen some things. So let's not forget
his accuracy wavers.
But let's not forget he played without Allen Robinson last year.
Yeah,
he played most of the year without Allen Hurns, his two number 2 receivers. So I mean, I think you have to give him the benefit a little bit that he did get to the AFC Championship game. I mean, he did make some plays.
And if
Stephon Gilmore doesn't make that play, that championship game, they might be in the Super Bowl.
He was good against Pittsburgh. New England. A lot of times in the first half, they used the screen game to go down the field. So it wasn't really reliant on Blake Bortles. In the second half, 3 minutes to go in the game, and he faltered.
Bortles?
So, yeah.
Yeah. And that was coaching, too, as well.
They were very, very, very conservative. The big, I mean, obviously, it was the complete difference with Doug Peterson in the Super Bowl. He kept the foot to the pedal.
Yeah.
And Jacksonville, it was, halftime, and they basically... ran the ball.
I want every coach in Philadelphia to coach like Doug Peterson. I want like Brett Brown to just be nuts. I want Gabe Kapler down there in Philly to be
well, Gabe Kapler is nuts.
Yeah, he is out of his damn mind. The Flyers. Let's just go here, all right? Everybody go for it on 4th down and 6. Don't even think twice about it. You're on the goal line. Call the Philly special. Win a damn championship, okay?
Call the Philly special.
It's crazy because it's
Mike Dunwich, I talked about that.
It's been such a transformation with Doug Peterson. His first year, we saw him as this conservative coach.
True.
Everything with Carson
Andy Reid.
Wentz. Yeah.
I mean, it was like, he's going to want to throw the ball a lot, but he's got the rookie quarterback. He's not going to be doing this. And then you think about it, Chip Kelly was supposed to be the big balls guy.
Yeah.
And, he had his moments, but he never really was like anything pushing the envelope.
Conservative, too.
Yeah.
You could
he ran the same 6 plays.
Yeah, call out in advance.
Where Doug is just like, jeez, man, crazy. A friend of mine just watched the Super Bowl. He was at the Super Bowl. He watched it for the first time on TV today.
Wow.
Yeah, he hasn't watched it on TV.
Nice.
He was bitching about the fumble that didn't get called. Was it Rodney McLeod on the sideline? It was Amendola where he held him up and they knocked it out, but it was called because of forward progress.
Oh, okay.
It was right on the sideline. It was like a third quarter play, I believe.
Yeah.
All right, speaking of, like I said, we're talking NFL, talking Eagles, so please let us know. Let's talk a little bit about this combine. I know we're not really going to get into too many names. We'll see what we got this weekend. But I just want to pull this up. Tim McManus from ESPN.com says Eagles should focus on linebackers, running backs at combine. Adrian Fedke, do you agree with that? What's your feeling?
Linebackers for sure, because they're very thin at the position. You're going to see Nigel Bradham. He's a free agent. We'll see if the Eagles have the money to be able to re-sign him. They're going to have to really maneuver with the cap, how he's going to have to do his thing. So they're already in the red. It's like $8 million in the red. They're going to have to make some cuts. Torrey Smith, maybe Brent Selleck. Maybe you trade Nick Foles.
How about Jason Peters? What do you think about that?
Jason Peters, if you cut him, you save 4.3, but he also has $6.3 million of dead money. So they might actually consider, if he wants to come back, they might bring him back. I could see that. He was so good before.
I don't disagree. They have so many moves they need to make with money, and I'm just curious how they're going to make it all work.
Yeah, you don't save as much money as you might think by cutting Peters. So it's almost better off to just bring him back.
Plus, who's telling him when you cut him? Like,
right.
Who's letting him know?
Big boy, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's who are you calling down to the office? To just say,
exactly.
It was a business decision.
Linebacker is.
How about wide receiver? TJ wants to know here. He's talking about picking up a wide receiver. See any guys talking about a wide receiver?
I think Mac Hollins is the guy that could potentially step up next year. I like that idea. Torrey Smith, you're going to cut him, save $5 million.
I think they're missing somebody.
You think they're missing somebody?
I still think. And listen, there's no knock on out. I still think they're missing a big play wide receiver. I really do.
You're going to have Alshon. You have Nelson Aguilar in the slot. Who
and
all of a
shout
sudden,
out
Alshon.
all of a
speed
sudden
guy
is a weapon now.
Right, but I think you need a speed guy.
You think they need a speed guy?
That's what I think.
There's a lot of people talking maybe get John Brown. But
that's the name I hear. But
the problem is, how are the Eagles going to pay John Brown?
Right.
And Torrey was supposed to be that guy that went over the top.
Exactly, and he wasn't.
No,
well, he did have a great postseason. He was really good in the
Mac's
postseason.
not that guy either. Mac Hollins isn't that speed guy.
He's not a speed guy, but he's like a long stride guy. So he's not going to be quick off the snap. But if you get him galloping down the field, he'll beat you late.
Hey, he just needs to catch the damn ball, and that's all there's to it. Everything else will come to him. But I like Nelson. Alshon playing on one shoulder all season long.
Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, you got to give that. It's unbelievable.
You go back to training camp, and that's when people are like, "What's going on with Alshon? What's going on?"
No,
with
I was one of them.
No, it was fine to say like, "What's going on?"
Because he did look like the same guy. You know what I mean?
And then next thing, I was like, I think it was like the second or third preseason game, right? And it was like, as long as he's good to go for week 1, we're fine. And there you go, boom.
So TJ says, "How about cut Vinny Curry?"
I'm gonna try and cut or trade Vinny Curry if you can. If you trade him, you get $5 million back. But if you can't trade him, you want to wait until June 1st because the difference is $4 million. If you cut him before June 1st, it's $5 million. If you cut him after June 1st, you save $9 million.
And BG wants a new contract.
BG does want a new contract. I would.
It's amazing. It's what happens when you win, right?
I am trying everything I can to potentially bring him back. It's just you're really against it.
30 though.
It's
that
tough.
doesn't scare you?
What's that?
Brandon Graham?
30 years old.
Yeah, you got to bring him
I mean,
back.
we think about this, right?
If it's a 3-year extension where you can get out of the deal in 2 years.
You want to be the 2008 Phillies, and you want to sign all these aging guys because they won. You got to be careful.
It's true.
That's all I'm saying. You got to be careful.
It's fair.
But you can also look at it. You have that defensive line signed through 2020, and that's the huge part of the defense. We saw they didn't pressure Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. What happened?
No, you're right. I agree with you because I don't think Barnett's ready to step into that role.
Yeah.
No, you don't think so?
No, not yet. I don't think. I'm saying if we were, and I know he's still signed, but say Brandon Graham holds out or something happens, I don't think Barnett's ready to fill that void.
I'll tell you what, if you were ever thinking about holding out, this is the season to do it.
Yes, it is, man.
Ain't no one going to say a word.
Yo, you know what? You're absolutely. Nobody's saying nothing.
Pay him.
That's exactly what they're saying.
Get him at camp.
So hold on. Mike says, what stops a guy like Jason Peters from reworking his deal?
Sure.
I
can see that.
The veteran minimum.
Just signed a deal.
Taking a veteran minimum and when he retires, signs an $8 to $9 million year advisor deal with the team.
Well, I don't know about the advisor team and all that, but I mean, Doc is there, sure. I mean, Trey Thomas was there for a little bit, but I don't see Jason Peters. These guys that make all that damn money.
And he just wanted more money. They just gave him more money last year.
And then they finally get to the end of the season, the end of their road, and they're not trying to coach. Yeah. They're just trying to go fish, spend that money that they made. So, Jason Peters, though, that's interesting because I could see that happening. I could see him saying, I'm playing one more year, let's restructure this again. And they would do that. Since we're talking about offensive linemen, shout out Jason Kelce. Oh
yeah, we're at the parade. Another parade.
Jason Kelce, parade number 2. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it was great down in Manayunk, man. They did a Mummers Day parade out there, and Kelce comes down. I had the damn video, but
saxophone.
He comes down and plays. There was 16 brigades. And he plays into one, walks all the way down Main Street playing, and then walks back up. And his entourage was about 10 deep, surrounded by about 5 cops. And I mean, this is Jason Kelce. It's Jason Kelce. And it's just like all those years that, look, Jason Kelce has always been a damn good football player, always been a great center. Had that one year where it was like, all right, what's going on?
I gave everybody a question mark.
But other than that, Jason Kelce has been awesome. And he's a man of the people, plays guitar, he hangs out in Seattle City, New Jersey. And it's just like, this is just crazy, but that's what it is in sports in this town. You know
what else it is? That's Doug Peterson utilizing his strengths. Because he is a little bit smaller. And he's not a guy that's going to really push people back. You got to get him out on the boundary, on the perimeter, get him pulling out on those screens, on those outside sweep plays. That's how you utilize Jason Kelce, and that's when he's at his best. And as we saw, mean, basically like an all-pro this year, the way he.
No, and I remember like Jason Kelsey. My number one memory of Jason Kelsey would have been a couple years ago when Macklin. I remember Macklin caught this like bubble screen, took it up, made one person miss, and Kelsey was like 6 yards in front of him, and they took it the distance.
Yeah.
And I just was like, dude, Jason Kelsey is that fast? Like he was outrunning Jeremy Macklin. Yeah. He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Unbelievable, man. And he's loving it. He's enjoying it, and he should. And he's a man of the people, and I can't get enough of the guy. And you know what? To be fair, neither can you guys out there, because anything and everything I like on Instagram, I upload all the pictures on Instagram. Anything Jason Kelsey gets like 40, 50 more likes than any other picture.
He's the man right now.
I can take a picture of my cat. Not a lot of people are cat people, though. You know?
I'm not a cat guy.
All right, yeah.
Raise the cat.
How about kittens? Do you like kittens? No. How about puppies? Like a golden retriever
Oh,
puppy?
give me the
Oh, yeah,
puppies.
I'll do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to post a picture
No.
of a golden retriever puppy
Okay.
and just say, hello, everyone. Hope you have a good day. And see how many likes it gets. And then I'm going to take a picture of Jason Kelsey.
Jason
Right?
Kelsey against the golden retriever.
Yes. And then see how many likes that actually gets. And I'm telling you right now, Kelsey will beat the puppy. Telling you right now. All right, speaking about the NFL, and shout out one other thing, too. Jake Elliott.
Jake. You mean,
Yeah, I got this shirt. Boom, there he is right there. Special teamers right there. Boom, 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 boom. Yep.
pretty soon we're going to see him right here. Boom.
Speaking of special teamers, just real quick, Donnie Jones
Donnie
announces
Jones!
retirement today.
Is that Zach Ertz? That's Zach Ertz. Is Donnie on there? I don't think
I don't
Donnie's
see
on there.
Donnie.
What's the big deal about Donnie Jones?
He's a damn good punter.
I get it, but it's like breaking news. Like, let's put it up on the
I didn't know
PNC
he
building.
played 15 years. Was that what it was? 15
he was
years?
a punter.
It's a damn good career, though.
It's a punter.
It's in the NFL.
It's a
What do you-
kicker.
yeah, all right.
He's got one job to do, man. Stop.
You get out of here.
Donnie was all iced
It was
out.
all over everything. I couldn't go anywhere. Yahoo, MSN. Hey, Donnie Jones retires. Okay, big deal. He's a freaking punter. I get it.
Hey,
good guy, right?
When you win a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
you get headlines.
I shot, and he didn't even. Yeah, did he even punt in that game? What do you have? One punt?
Yeah, I mean,
One punt. Yeah.
Oh, great thing. Guy wore sweatpants on the field. Who cares? Just saying. I'm sorry. I don't.
I was kicking it with Jeff Fiegels at the
Jeff
one.
Fiegels.
Yeah.
There's a name.
He played for Buddy. He played for Tom Coughlin. I mean, that guy played for decades, literally. And you know what? Donnie earned it, though. I hear what you're saying because it's a punter. You got
No, I'm not trying to downplay. I
no
get
love
he was
for
good, but I was just like, wow.
You
I
got
mean,
no love for special teams.
no,
you
it's
know?
not that. I mean, I'm just saying
third
it
of
was
the game.
all over. Like, it's like, all of a sudden Carson Wentz retired. Like,
It's a third of the game.
Donnie Jones,
I
man.
agree with Jason. He was the best punter.
Better than Landetta?
Yes.
Wait, what? Donnie Jones is the best punter in Eagles history?
Yeah.
Better than Landetta?
Well, I wrote the article today, and he led in a lot of the punting categories.
Did you post the article today?
Yes, I did.
I didn't see it. What did you have? Oh, I was at that media game.
Yes, you did see it because you retweeted it.
Oh, no. And then it wouldn't even let me click the link. Okay,
Oh,
I'll
okay,
talk to
gotcha.
you later about that.
Yeah, I wrote it around, I don't know, 2, 3 o'clock.
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
Yes, you did. That's right.
and I-
so
and
then
I
I
put
grabbed
some-
the link and
put
then
some
the link-
nuggets in there.
And the link wasn't working.
Ah,
Not your fault, but damn,
gotcha.
back in.
Jason just said I'm off.
Talking to the mic.
Jason said I'm off my rocker.
You are off your damn rocker. Let him know, Jay.
Listen, man, I'm not taking nothing away from the guy's ability. I'm just saying it was like real, like this was like all over. I was kind of blown away. I didn't think it was as big as everybody perceived it to be. That's all I'm saying.
All right, third and final topic that I want to get into tonight. We touched on Kirk Cousins already, right? Did you say everything you need to say about Kirk? I mean,
Yeah.
is there anything you want to add about that? I just think teams are getting fleeced by getting in with him. I'm sorry. You know what? The Redskins should have kept him. Should have gave him, $100 million, whatever it is. But this is ridiculous that he's going elsewhere, and they're talking about like he's the hottest girl in the world when it's really like, frickin' Paris Hilton, that 55 years old, all shriveled up. Like that's what we're talking about here. Yeah, that's what it reminds. Kirk Cousins' game is like a washed-up Paris Hilton.
You went Paris Hilton?
I have no idea why.
She hasn't been relevant in years.
Yeah, years.
Wow.
No idea.
Kirk Cousins is beer goggles. That's his new nickname now.
He's beer goggles?
Beer goggles.
I can dig that. I like that. Yeah, I'm not buying it. So who's ever buying into Kirk Cousins?
Somebody's going to have to buy it. It just shows you that people are in dire need of a quarterback.
Yeah, weren't they saying the same thing about the Redskins though? They're going to have to pay him. They're going to have to pay him.
Oh, why? They went out and got Alex Smith.
Well, they got Alex. No, but talking last year.
Yeah.
Like last year and the year before.
You're right. You're right.
Cousins.
Went out and got Alex Smith.
Yeah.
And gave him a nice fat extension, too. Good job, Dan Snyder.
So who got the better of that deal?
Listen, the Chiefs get to start Mahomes now. So, to me...
So the Chiefs did, sure.
You know
no,
what I mean?
but I'm saying from Washington's perspective.
Oh, you mean like between Cousins and
Alex Smith?
Well, you're saving what? I think Alex Smith's $21.5 million, so you're saving $10 million a year.
Well, the thing is,
but what did you really gain? It's almost the same guy.
You might as well rebuild. I would rebuild if I was Washington. Why even settle for mediocrity for the next 2 to 3 years? That's what you get with Alex Smith.
They can't. Daniel Snyder cannot do it.
No,
he can't do it.
He doesn't trust the process.
No, he doesn't. All right, moving on. Let's talk a little bit about this. The NFL came down today and said what we've said all along: a catch is a catch is a catch is a catch. And I think we all got to go back to the original. If you remember, the first play that all started it off was the Calvin Johnson.
Yes,
that was the first play.
Yes,
the
it
first
was.
catch. That was an absolute catch. And they were like, nope.
That was highway robbery.
And I pull it up now. You'll see it. I mean, he had his one hand down. He had his 2 feet down. And all of a sudden, he just got up to celebrate, dropped the ball, and it was ridiculous. But then we moved on to the Dez catch. And still to this day, and I know it's the Cowboys, and I hate them, but that was a catch. That was always a catch in my mind. I don't even think Dez's ball ever hit the ground. I really don't think the ball ever touched the ground. And it just blew my mind that they did not give it to him. I think it might have hit the ground, whatever. I haven't seen it in 3 years. I'm not a Cowboy fan. And it should have been a touchdown. It should have been, because that's what you want. You want offense in the game, and that's all there is to it. But Dez Bryant, they said that the committee got together and said, that's an absolute touchdown. We want that. That needs to be a touchdown in our game. So make the language say exactly that. So they're getting it right. And that's all that matters, in my opinion. See, I mean, it hits the ground barely. I can't believe they didn't give Dez Bryant a touchdown there. And, of course, we had the Jesse James from this year, which was, another one where final minute of the game, Patriots are up. This game means the world. It's basically home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Ben drives down the field, and I know he screwed up after it, but, that's a catch. That's a touchdown. And a touchdown is good for the game in that point. And that's what boggles my mind, and I'm sure that's what a number of guys said in that committee today. I know it was Ernie, of course, he was in there, some big-time guys from NFL past and present. So, I don't think it's all that difficult to sit here and say, just get it right. I mean, I don't think it's difficult to get it right, and that's all we're saying is get it frickin' right. That's all that matters, right?
Get it right. Yeah. Get it right. Get it right.
So I don't think that there's anybody going to disagree with the whole rule catch or the whole catch rule. Let's put it that way. We all want to see what's right?
Absolutely.
So there is to it.
Yeah.
Which would bring us to this one. One rule in all of sports that you would like to see change. Maybe not a rule, but something changed in all of sports. Since the NFL said, you know what, we hear you. We'll go ahead and change this up. Give me something that you guys would like to see.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I DVR a lot of basketball games is I hate the final 2 minutes because it's timeout after timeout after timeout
literally.
After timeout.
Yeah.
It takes 30 minutes to play 2.
It does.
So I'm limiting the amount of timeouts you can take in the final 2 minutes.
In the final 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So
maybe you only give them like 1 or something, or
one full 120,
something like that.
Right.
You just
is that changing the game? Is that doing anything to the game differently?
Just
is that
one time?
Is that okay?
One timeout in the last.
Probably changes strategy a little bit.
Definitely.
Especially when you're down 2, you're doing the fouls. I mean, there's a lot going on. But I agree, though. It's ridiculous.
It is too much.
It's too much.
Tone, you hang on to yours because yours is good.
Okay.
Mine, it's not a rule change. I just want to see the slam dunk contest go back to the slam dunk contest. I want to see when you miss on your first try, you're penalized. Like you get one opportunity. That's it. That's it.
Here, honestly,
like, am I wrong for just wanting one?
You're not.
Like, you get one opportunity, and if you miss it, okay, I don't know. Like, maybe you're deducted 10. I don't know, but just like move it. These guys could go up there and try 5 or 6 times. Nate Robinson is the golden child for that. The poster boy for that.
He robbed Andre.
It's just stupid. So just give it to me like one dunk. Maybe as you start one try. If you don't, suck it.
You know what's funny about the dunk contest, and I'm an avid watcher. It sounds like you are too. So
Avid.
I really, honestly, I mean, I live for the dunk contest.
I'm with both of you guys.
And I honestly think that, was it 4? I'll say 4 years ago. Help me out. But when Zach LaVine and Aaron Gordon put on an unbelievable show.
Well, they went back-to-back
right?
years.
And it started to change.
The year before.
I thought it was starting to change. And then Zach got hurt.
Yep.
Tore his ACL. And then it just seemed like it went back. It had a chance, I think, right there to go. And it just never. So
Talking about high flyers.
I put on the NBA channel. And talk about high flyers, Stevie Francis, right? I put on, I forget what year it was, but I was watching Steve Francis get up. I
dunk
forgot.
contest?
On the dunk, I was like, wow.
2000, that was with Vince Carter.
Yes,
You had
with Insanity, with Grady.
Francis.
Oh, that was insane.
Yeah.
That was insane. That's when you had relevant players actually in the dunk contest, and it wasn't like Sean said. I mean, it was, first dunk, you're penalized and move on. I mean, I agree. I would love it to go back to that.
I like the guys that played this year, or that were out there.
Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah, I mean, Donovan.
Darren Smith.
I thought Dennis Smith
Jr.
He didn't
Dennis
get
Smith,
enough
yeah.
love. I thought that.
No, that
between
first
the
dunk. He threw the first dunk off the backboard, the side backboard, right? Didn't he? Was that him, or was
that was Mitchell?
Was
I
that
think,
Mitchell?
right?
That might have been the best dunk of the damn night.
I like the jerseys from Mitchell. To be honest with you, I didn't care about the dunks. I like how he threw the different jerseys
the
on.
360 between the legs, the opposite way, and he switched his hand.
That's what I'm saying. I like the contestants. I just think that you got to keep it moving, and there's got to be, hey man, if you don't get it done, see ya.
And I'm gonna throw one more at you too. How about let's get some real judges again? I want to DJ Khaled.
You can't even jump
Chris
5
Rock.
inches
Stop.
off the ground.
Yeah, but the real
Give me some real judges.
No, but real judges screwed up too. They were showing it the other day too. They had real judges in there, real basketball players, and they screwed up. They did something, I forget. What the hell was it? So judging, there's always going to be stupid judges. Yeah, I like Khaled because he brought a damn air horn. Love that.
DJ Khaled.
Yes. Another one.
No, wait. Now my boy Steve said that he mentions the intentional walk again. I thought they changed that later. We're back and forth on that. Help us out, because I mentioned that first.
They did. If you're walking them, you just point.
Yeah,
you don't have to throw anymore.
But I'm going to go for my rule is the end zone rule, the touchback rule. I hate it. And what I mean by that is elaborate a little bit. You fumble the ball in the end zone. You get in the end zone, and then you fumble the ball out of the end zone, and it's a safety or it's a touchback. I cannot stand that rule. In my idea, I say you just make it a dead ball. Okay, you lose it down, and you lose 10 yards.
Lose it down.
Yeah, you lose it down, just like intentional grounding.
Goodness, I'm confused.
Just like intentional grounding.
My head's spinning.
There you go. Right. So if you were on the 8, you go back. So now it's 3rd and 18. 3rd and goal from the 18. I'm just saying. I mean, you shouldn't have to turn the ball over. Just saying.
I love it. I love it. Tony's like, no, I'm just saying.
Just saying.
No, I'm feeling, and you know what? It goes back to my earlier argument where it's offense is a good thing, and this way you don't penalize the offense.
No doubt.
You do penalize the offense, but they still get the ball back. It was an interesting rule. I mean, I don't know when that came into play. And
I don't know.
Who decided it? I think it's like the Constitution. I think this stuff was written so long ago that I think you can actually make some changes, just a little bit, a couple details, a couple different things. All right, it is 2018, people. Things have changed. Okay, just a little bit. Not trying to freak you out. Not trying to freak you out, people. Just make a change, just a little bit.
Just a little.
That's it.
Just a little bit, like 50 said. Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Little changes like Tupac.
Two things before we get out of here. I wanted to ask,
on live event. She's doing it all, man. She's doing it all.
Is she going to be good though?
I think she is. I do. They were showing she's been training for a while.
Did you watch Raw last night?
Yes, I did.
She was a lot better last night than she was.
She was nervous as hell at
Sunday,
the elimination chamber. She was there.
She was struggling.
Well, you know what
I was
it was?
thinking she needed a mouthpiece for a second, but yesterday she was a lot better.
It was. I don't think she was used to that kind of crowd, man. She's like, oh wow, this
was
is
awestruck.
Big. Yeah. But good for her though, man. I mean, she's going to be good.
She's got to get in the moment. That's entertainment business.
Yeah, yesterday she had that pissed off look. She got in the moment.
That's entertainment. That's
So her first match is going to be WrestleMania.
Is it?
Yes.
She'll be fine, but I just think it's funny. Do they know who she's wrestling?
Yeah, it's going to be a tag match, intergender tag match where it's going to be Triple H and Stephanie against her and Kurt Angle.
Ooh, yeah, Stephanie.
Yeah, it seems like it's going to be definitely Kurt Angle.
Yeah, yeah. So that's the way it's going. They actually wanted it to be her and The Rock. But The Rock is making a movie, and they wouldn't.
As he always did.
Well, what happened?
He
Got hurt at a WrestleMania a couple years ago.
Did he?
Yeah,
he tore his abdomen. He did something.
Yeah.
It was
and
pretty graphic.
now movies are just not budging.
Yeah, they're like, we're not releasing them.
No. Yeah.
So
hell no. Rock is making all that damn
he got to
money.
make season 4 of Ballers, man. Let's go.
Season 4 already?
Yeah, you got to catch up, man.
I haven't been watching.
Oh, that's a great show.
Yeah, I'm on Netflix heavy these days.
Heavy Netflix.
Speaking of, all right, so Ronda Rousey, good thumbs up.
Yes, absolutely. She'll be 6 months. She'll be the world title holder for women.
I've always been a fan of Ronda. I just hated the fact that people were like, she can beat Floyd Mayweather.
I don't.
Shut up!
I don't like the rowdy gimmick though. I'm gonna be on record.
I think that's off of Roddy Piper.
Her music's kind of gay. It's like I'm sorry. That's not politically correct. Sorry, everybody out there.
Yes.
I apologize.
Right.
But it reminds me of reminds me she's coming out to like the Grease soundtrack. You know what I mean? Like
I didn't hear it. I have no idea. But if it does remind you of the Grease soundtrack, I understand why you would say what you.
Yeah, I mean it's like yeah. So I'm not digging it.
Okay.
All right, let's move on.
You're good. You're good. It's a podcast. Who starts a podcast on time? All right. And shout out. We need to do this though. Shout out to our boys at 4th and John.
Yeah.
They're over there in the Wildfire World on Tuesday nights at 9:00.
Yes, sir. In 3 minutes they're going live.
Beautiful. And we're on at 8. And then our boys over there, Funk and Fantasy.
Yeah, Luigi Curto.
So they're on at 7.
We got a nice lineup going on
8,
Tuesdays.
And E-Rock and the boys and girls are on at 9. So I'm thinking we need to do a little
collab.
Yeah, a little
collabo.
You know, like, hey, I promote you, you promote me.
Yeah, we're all under that umbrella, man, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
absolutely.
I think the boys and girls would all be down with it. I think, you know what? Hell, I'll tell you, Tuesday night, pretty cool. Good lineup right there.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I don't know if it's TGIF.
I was just going to, you just stole the words.
I don't know if it's Dinosaur.
It's not Family Matters worthy. Family Matters.
I don't know if it's all
Little
that.
Hogan family.
I'm just throwing.
Yeah.
I don't even know if half those shows are on Friday.
Full House.
Woo! Wow. What's up, Fed Q? You're a little quiet today.
Oh, I'm good.
You good?
I'm good.
See, he's ready to shine on Friday. He's saving it.
He's burning it up.
He's saving it.
I'm getting a kick out of the Urker today.
I can't wait to see.
I've been here for 2 weeks, man.
When he said that to me, I can't wait to see what my reaction is. All right, so I want to hit some things before we get out of here, if we could. First and foremost, I'm getting old. Shout out to the Sixers for having a media game today. We played, and then last year was cool. I was on the winning team last year. We won it all. This year, Barrett Brooks, he went back-to-back. He was the only one. He was on my team last year. He won it this year with Dave Scholler and all the everybody over there. So there were 6 teams. A bunch of people work for the Sixers. I mean, that facility is crazy over there in Camden. Crazy. You know, and I hopefully could speak to those guys and maybe get like a PI tour over the summer because
PI tour.
Yeah, I mean they're all good. We're going to the game coming up against the Nuggets.
26th.
Hoping to talk to the people so we can get down on the floor afterwards, get our pictures, all that. But dude, you know they're doing big things over there in Camden, and they do a media game that's really cool, and I appreciate the invite. And I am dying. I'm getting old. 3 other things.
But you came out alive. You didn't
I'm
pull
all right.
anything.
Oh, my goodness.
Didn't pull anything.
I literally hit the couch and was like snoozing. My throat's hurting me. I'm getting old. I am buying a new car. I'm getting a new car. My lease is up, so I got to put it in.
Minivan?
No, I'm not going minivan. I'm going Honda Accord.
Okay.
Yeah. Nice. Good car. Durable. All right?
Yeah.
That's all I was looking for.
When you get a little older, it's not about fancy. It's about what gets you to point A to point B.
I don't need an SUV anymore. I don't need a truck. Had the Jeep did those days. You know what? I'm going Honda Accord. All right, so shout out to my people over here at Conacelli.
Some 17s on that, right?
Some 17s.
I'll just
just to throw some 17s out. Stop it. Stop it. It sounds like that damn. What's that? Throw some 17s. Yes, I'm pushing a Honda Accord.
We're having fun here, baby.
And the last thing I'm going to say, I'm getting old. My now favorite show, one of my favorite shows, like if I don't see it, I'm like, damn.
This Is Us?
No. Jeopardy.
Jeopardy?
Yeah, my wife DVR'd it the other day for me.
Get out of here.
Yeah, we've been watching it.
What's the fascination with Jeopardy?
Don't know.
I'm just curious.
Don't know.
That's boring ass show.
No, it's a great show, dude. Great show. I mean, I'm matching wits. I'm matching
16th
wits.
century art for 500 plays.
Yes, Alex, give it to me. Give it to me.
Like,
come on, Trebek. And they had this guy on yesterday, right? His name was Jonah. Jonah or Judah?
Jonah.
The other.
Jonah Boulder.
Good-looking guy, whatever. He's from Penn. He went to Penn.
Okay.
He's got a sandwich named after him, some food truck, right, in downtown Philly. Now he's out in L.A., and he was such a sore loser. Such a sore loser. He lost. He went all full Cam Newton on us.
Really?
Yeah, wouldn't shake the girl's hand. The girl
what's
beat him,
wrong with that?
And then he tweeted out, "You have no idea how long it took me to get to where I'm at right now." Yeah, he was miserable. So screw you, Jonah, or Judah. Right? Whatever the hell your name
Jeopardy
is.
Judah.
Jeopardy Judah.
JJ.
Yes, so I'm getting old. Those are the three things right there that are telling me that right now I'm getting old. But
can't miss Jeopardy.
No, can't miss it. Hey, and last but not least, we got to do this one. Shout out to the Philadelphia Union, folks.
Starting up, baby.
Yes,
starting
this weekend.
Up. Yes, sir.
The boys in blue.
I'll be down there. Great.
I like to move it. You like to move it.
Wow.
I like to move it. You like to move it.
Yes. So, anyways, Philadelphia Union back at it this year, folks. Saturday home opener against the New England Revs. Big year, and I'm excited. They made some moves. They got this new guy, Barak Dachkal, that they just got from China. We don't know what the hell the deal is there. David Akam they got from Chicago. I'm all excited, and then I saw the odds. The Vegas has the Union as dead freaking last.
Really?
Dead last. So,
Jason Kelsey's going to have to give another motivational speech.
Did you see that tweet my boy put out there? Yeah, great stuff. Yeah. Great stuff. But here we are, man, and it is what it is. But
it's a good time down there, man.
I think the Union will be fine.
Good time down there.
I really do. I don't think they're going to be dead last. That's for damn sure. All right, good stuff as always here. Shout out to Adrian Fedque, Tony Cotillo, as always. We greatly appreciate you guys coming through Tuesday night, as we do. And 8 o'clock. Who starts the podcast on time? We're hoping to from this point on. So this way we got 7, 8, and then 9. It runs into those boys. And
we got it like
we got a triple threat going on Tuesday nights.
Time.
We did. Any other comments? Anything coming in that last call?
The Flyers are in first place in the division.
Yes.
So shout out to the Flyers.
Yes.
And the Phillies are playing some baseball in Clearwater.
Yeah, I was going to end with the Phillies. I'm ready for some baseball.
Yeah.
We just need a pitcher.
I'm intrigued by Gabe Kapler.
Yeah.
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 I thought there was a good article written about him that I read the other day, and I thought Glenn Macnow, he nailed it when he said, he wasn't brought in here to connect with middle-aged sports reporter guys. He is the future. He's connecting with these young guys, and hey, whatever he's got to do. There's going to be moments throughout the course of 162 that you're scratching your head going, what the hell are you doing, Gabe? But as long as he gets the boys out there playing as hard as they can every single day, and Aduplo Herrera not being a complete moron.
Well, Markel loves him. Franco loves him.
Yeah.
He gets to sleep till 11 every day. Just saying, man.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Here's what I'll say. They're trying to go the progressive route.
Man.
And if you think about the teams that have been in the World Series, the Indians, the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Astros. Those are all organizations that are thinking a little bit more progressively than the rest of baseball. So I like this, and I'm really, really intrigued to see what he could do.
Cool.
So there's my final thought.
All drive by Mr. Vanilla Matt Clintack.
Yeah, basically. So, all right, good stuff. Tony Cotillo, any last words before we get out?
No, I was going to talk Phillies. I was going to talk. I was going to throw a shout out. We talked a little bit to Tiger. I think Tiger.
Tiger, man.
I'm just saying. After this weekend, that I think his swing's back. I think he's back. His odds went from 100 to 1 at Augusta to 16 to 1 just by one tournament.
Wish
so
I would have took him with that.
I think, exactly. I think he's going to finish in the. I'm going to say top 5 at Augusta. I don't think he's going to win it, but it's going to be the first time in a while. So
he was hitting
every. He plays best.
Yeah, he was hitting fairway after fairway after fairway this weekend. He was dialed in.
361-yard drive this weekend too.
Woo! Yeah, he struggled with that bear trap. A lot of golfers did, but it was good watching them. That's for sure.
Yeah, it's nice to see. And the guy's only 42.
Tiger's 42?
42. And that's he's still in his prime for golf.
Sure.
So
Best golfer I've ever seen.
Yeah, he's Michael Jordan of golf.
Damn right. All right, good stuff. Tony Cotillo, Adrian Fedke, Sean Brace, everybody, thank you very much for tuning in on another Tuesday night edition of PI Live. Everybody have a good one. Peace.
We out.